ambiguous. Unconscious desire. To retain the other's love while remaining a desired object without full satisfaction. Anxiety. Exposure. That one's desire will be revealed. Abandonment or loss of the other's desire. Obsessive type. Why this way? The obsessive subject fears action, as action means realizing desire. They live in a mode of inhibition. The dream simulates action but never completes it. In dreams, this appears as endless preparation, repetition, and control. Dream, fixation on actions, control, repetition. For example, preparing for an event that never happens. Fantasy, to know but not act. Desire is in knowledge but action is forbidden. Unconscious desire, to avoid realizing desire, keeping it in constant preparation. Anxiety, moral anxiety that stepping beyond limits will bring catastrophe. Control over desire is the main defense. Borderline structure. What it is. Borderline structure lies between neurosis and psychosis. The ego is unstable. The other is seen either as salvation or threat. Identity constantly shifts. Emotions are extreme. Affect regulation is weak. Why this way? In dreams, the borderline subject cannot stabilize themselves in the symbolic field. Scenes collapse, are overwhelmed by affect, catastrophe, bodies. The dream is not a stage, but a storm. Dream, body, catastrophe, strong emotion, often scenes of destruction, sexuality, crisis. The dream lacks stable form. It is an explosion of affect. Fantasy, fusion with the other or complete exclusion from their world. To be everything or nothing. Unconscious desire, to experience the other's presence without threat, to be with someone without being destroyed. Anxiety, affective, panic, splitting. The other may engulf or abandon. Psychotic structure. What it is. The psychotic has no access to the symbolic law. They lack a stable other as bearer of desire. The unconscious does not repress. It forecloses, so the return of the repressed is direct, sometimes terrifying, hallucinations, delusions. Schizoid psychotic. Why this way? The psychotic cannot create a stable scene of relationships. Thus, dreams are empty space or the self alone without the other. The other is too threatening to integrate. Dream. The subject is alone. No scene, only space, emptiness, or metaphysical images. Often autistic isolation, fantasy, preservation of the self as whole but without the other. No one should touch or merge with them. Unconscious desire, to survive, to maintain the self intact without being destroyed by the other's presence. Anxiety, objectless, all-consuming. The world threatens the subject's very existence. Paranoid psychotic. Why this way? The paranoid psychotic